Hi, I'm over here. Sorry. Yeah, I just got my camera a couple days ago, so bear with me. Today, I made this pin out of an Altoid tin, and I made this for my friend. She goes by the name Becca Blueberry, and it's really cool. It opens up, and inside there's a little domino that I altered, and it's really interesting because it's got a little blue bird on it, and all I see is a funny picture on the screen. Anyway, sorry, but I digress. And it's a pin, and it's made using this little Altoid tin. I don't eat the little mini Altoids because I find them to be too strong, unless you smoke or drink or something. Then it could be, but I don't do either one. So anyway, to make this is very simple. All you're going to do is you're going to get some paper. I used some paper. I'm sorry, I don't know who made it. I can't remember because it's from my stash from years ago. So you're going to get some pretty paper, and you're just going to trace it on the wrong side. You're going to just kind of trace the shape, and you're going to make four of those, and you'll have four of these. So this is the front, because this one's a little bit bigger, and then this one's the back. I put the back, you can put it with the plain side, or you can put it with the, it doesn't really matter because you're not going to see it. I just do it so you don't see the barcode and all that. So using your glue stick, really quickly, you're just going to apply a little glue here. And don't worry about the writing. You're really not, for this project anyway, you're really not going to see, because it's a little bit raised. The Altoid tins come a little bit raised on the outside, but that doesn't matter. You're not going to see it. And you're just going to put a little more glue here on the back. And what I did to embellish this particular tin, this one that I made for my friend, I made it with an earring that I had that I never used. I save everything. I save everything. So I made this one for my friend. I'll show you up close. And I just took off the little piece that made it an earring and put it on the top there. So you can, my suggestion is look around at home and see what you have as far as maybe mismatched earrings or a pendant or something like that that you may have that you don't want to throw away. Those kinds of things are great for that. For this project, though, I used actually this is a pendant that I made out of paper clay. I recommend going with a Pearl brand paper clay because you can also, it's self-hardening clay, but you can also bake it to make it harden a little faster. And what I did was I just cut this with a cookie cutter, and then I went through my embossing folder, if you could believe it. This one was one by Stampin' Up. They have a rose embossing folder. So that's what I did. It's really easy. And then I painted it with watercolor paints, and that was that. And a little bit of the Mod Podge, it's glaze. It's some kind of glaze. I'm sorry, I can't remember the name of it because I'm frankly a little nervous. So you're going to glue it on with some E6000 glue. It's my best friend. I go to Midtown Manhattan. It's like an hour from me. But I go there, and it's $7 for this. It's pretty good, right? So you're going to glue it on the top, not the back. That would be silly. You're just going to glue that. Again, use what you have. You don't have to go out and shop. Find something interesting that you have at home that may make an interesting statement for you. And then I just went and I had some red ribbon, and I kind of put it around the edge because, again, I had made this originally as a pendant. So that's that. And then you're going to, you don't have to wait for it to dry, really, because this stuff, the E6000 glue kind of dries. Oh, had a little accident there. Kind of dries a little quickly. So then you're going to take the inside. Again, the same two pieces, you made four, so two for the back and two for the inside. So you're going to go in and glue in the paper here, and let's see. And then we're ready to embellish the inside. Now that you've got the inside glued there, there's a couple things you can do. One thing that I have I'm looking for my spare domino because I had an extra domino. But anyway, this is just a plain domino piece. And what you're going to do is you're going to glue on the flat side. Oh, here it is. So you're going to glue on this side. You're going to glue it onto the paper. This paper I remember is from K & Company, I'm pretty sure. But it's double-sided, so this is the side that I want to display. So I'm going to glue it on there, cut it out, and then I've got it looking like this. And I went over the edges with some copper foil. You can, again, just even if you want to use glitter or something like that, you can totally do that. I have these little heart-shaped cutouts. You can't see them very well probably, but I'll try to go up close. They're just little, like, tiny little hearts. And I'm going to glue them just kind of randomly on the domino piece here. I don't know why I'm nervous, but, you know, that's life, right? Probably because my daughter's taking a bath, and, you know, it's a little shaky. If she comes out here, she'll scream and shout, and then you won't be able to hear a thing. You know, but that's life. That's having a kid makes life more interesting. So, you're going to take I glued a little bit of this, it's like fake moss, I think. I got this at the dollar store years ago, and it stayed in my stash until like last year that I found it buried in between other things. So that's what I use to kind of go in the background a little bit. You don't have to use too much because it's kind of hard to glue on, I find, unless you have something else. But I like kind of instant gratification because I'm a stay-at-home mom and I don't always have a lot of time to dedicate to one project at a time. So, you know, because kids require attention, you know. So you're just going to glue it on there to make it like a little nest, you know, for your domino, and then you're going to glue the domino inside there. And that's what I'm going to do right now. And that's it. And then we have this other side here, and if you want to, you can put an embellishment on there. And I have these little Cabicon flowers, I think that's how you pronounce it, right? These little tiny, like little flowers that you can buy. I buy them on Etsy, and they're used in jewelry making. But of course I use them for everything else. And then I have a couple more little hearts. So, oh, I'm using the wrong glue. Look at that. And then just a couple. You see, I'm using the wrong glue again. What's wrong with me? I need a cup of coffee or something. All right. So this is kind of what it looks like. Can you see? So that's what it looks like inside, and that's what it looks like on the outside. And then, what else do I have to, oh, all right. So, you know, when my daughter was little, I saved all these little baby food jars, and that's where I keep my, my pin backs. So you're going to attach the pin back with, of course, E6000 glue, my best friend in the world. And that's it. And then if you wanted to make it, you know, your own piece, you know, you can, you know, to make it more, I don't know, you can add your name and the title of the piece if you want, and you can totally turn this into a work of art. If you wanted to, you can even go over the domino with alcohol inks and rubber stamps and really like go to town with this. You can even use, instead of this, you could use fantasy fiber on the inside. You can totally, you know, make this your own and just do what you want. And this is a really interesting love themed project. So, and that's all I have to say. I hope you like it. Thank you. What do I do now? Because I don't